5,925 pounds, the ever popular Grey Wolf 27 RR here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you would like to see if we have this in stock and available, please visit the link in the video description that says, appropriately enough, check for price and availability. We publish exactly what we have in stock on our site. We do not like to do bait and switch things here at Haylett RV, and you will see clearly published pricing on our website that is free of the burden of pesky hidden fees, so that you can buy with confidence from Haylett RV. Consonants? Pretty sure that's something else entirely. Moving on. What is it that makes this little girl tick? Because this is a different in-betweener type camper. This is what I call a crossover, and that's not an official industry term, but it makes sense to me. If I called an SUV a crossover, you know it's somewhere between a normal SUV and a minivan. Well, this is kind of that way. It's somewhere between a normal travel trailer and a toy hauler. And there's a lot of things that make it different. I think it's a camper first and a toy hauler second, although this one goes even further to muddy those lines. And that's what I want to focus on in this video, are the cool, different, unique qualities this floor plan and this manufacturer brings to the table. Because we have no shortage of different things that we offer here at Haylett RV. So like there's a brand new one arriving right now. So where does this one stick out from the pack? Well, compared to a traditional toy hauler, it's not super duper tall. It's not super duper wide, and that means it's not super duper heavy and expensive. This is only 5,925 pounds. That means that even when loaded, it's still comfortably half-ton towable, and that is really this specific floor plan's specific purpose among our lineup, is that if you have a half-ton and you want a private rear garage, not where like the garage and the kitchen are both open and they're the same room. If you want a private garage and a half-ton and a slide-out, this is the only game in town, really. That, you know, this fills a very specific niche, but it's an important one. Now, this is made by the Cherokee family of travel trailers. Well, this is a member of, rather, which is Forest River's #1 selling series of travel trailers, which is the second best-selling series of travel trailers on the market, period. So this has a big list of credentials here that goes along with it. What little qualities separate it from the pack? Well, you see a lot of people seem to be doing smooth aluminum noses on travel trailers now. You can really thank the Cherokee people for it. But the devil's in the details. They went a step beyond. I'm not going to get into technical specifics, but in short, the front aluminum here is like 250% thicker than the sidewall aluminum, so that it doesn't get buckled by headwinds, so that even this smooth part is stone deflecting just like that. Actually, these are the same material thickness now. And it's painted, so you're not going to get potential fading like fiberglass. These are all good, you know, maintenance things, preventative maintenance things that you have in there. Now, this is very well equipped too. This is one of the most well equipped, I guess to phrase it in a way that makes sense to people in this business, we call it a constructed trailer, but in a way that more people are going to be familiar with, I call this stick built. You know, if you have a house that's stick built, you know what that means. That's basically how this is put together. There's differences, obviously, but that gives you the right idea. Very well equipped. We've got power awning with LED lighting, LED lit outside speakers, outside TV hookups, outside grill hookup, power tongue jack. We've also got a custom engineered chassis with that integrated A-frame. That helps this thing ride a little bit lower, so again, you don't have the exceptional overhead clearance that plagues so many toy haulers. You know, you're not going to have trouble fitting this in a barn, for example. So, little differences they do here, like this almost like hammered tin seal gripping slide wall. This little cottage cheesy texture that I'm looking at, it's going to pull that slide seal all the way in or out so that you get proper wipe seal coverage. They use very lightweight, self-adjusting Schwintek slides. When Schwintek slides first hit the market, they had a bad reputation because manufacturers were installing them where they had no business being used. On a small, lightweight slide out, they're fantastic. And like I said, self-adjusting, so if something happens, if the slide out gets a little kitty-wampus, so to speak, when the slide goes all the way in or out, it has a brief little adjustment period. It'll straighten itself back out. You do that a couple times in a really extreme case, and it'll still straighten itself out. Little stuff like this. Black tank flush, outside utility shower, right here next to your centralized hookup station. This makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of brands have like a cold water sprayer port. This is an actual outside shower. A black tank flush to really blow your black tank out to keep it nice and clean when you're done camping. Like the sweet looking wheels here, and they've got the little air pressure sensor caps on these. Notice it says 50, because this is designed to be around 50 PSI. Well, if that indicator goes from green to red, you don't have to like come over here and do the old thump test on the tire, because how accurate is that, really? You know, I've got a club and I hit tires with it to know if I need to put air in it. Well, that doesn't even make sense when you say it out loud. Well, now I can look at a tire and be like, hey, I need to put some air in there. Because if you have an underinflated tire, you're going to wear out this tread and the outside, the inside and the outside treads very, very quickly. Underinflation will wreck stuff. Not to mention, it'll make it pull harder. It's just a safety thing. So because this has a private rear garage, it is a little bit longer than a lot of these crossover half-ton towable travel trailer toy hauler things. But I do like that it still has all the things that make that are necessary for a toy hauler. Like you've got your little two-way air vents back here. Those are for, like, if you've never had a toy hauler, by the way, if you load a bike or an ATV or whatever in here, you're going to have exhaust, unless it's an electric golf cart, obviously. Well, that allows the exhaust fumes to be breathed out of the camper while you're in transit. Now we've got roll-down tent screen walls back here, so you can turn this rear garage into something of like a private rear screened-in patio room, 3 seasons room. Now there are centralized air ducts that go back into this room, and there are heat ducts that go back into this room, but you notice they don't use floor heating so that you don't drive over tires and, you know, break stuff. Now, again, this is a crossover, not a true toy hauler. It's in between, it's different. Is it gonna fit like a Polaris 1000? No. But is it gonna fit a bike, 2 bikes, a golf cart, things like that, a couple 4-wheelers? All day long, and it'll do it in a comfortably half-ton towable. A lot of even like the small floor plan, extra wide, extra tall toy haulers, they still push the definition of half-ton towable. This does not. Now, normally you don't have double stack cushions on here. I just put that there to get out of the way so you can see that the benches can fold up to get out of the way. Now, one of the current updates here over last year's production is they went to a full width rear door. Last year, it was only a partial width rear door. So now you have the easiest possible loading on here. So they had customer feedback, they listened, and hey, congratulations. Now, we have no carpet in here. You'll notice that even as we look up through the living area, there's no carpeting. But we do have plenty of these 2,500 pound rated recessed D-rings that go right down into this 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor. You've got 12-inch floor studs on center, 16-inch wall studs on center, although they do double up a lot of wall studs, so the mathematical average of wall studs in this is actually 12 inches on center. It just depends on how you want to slice it. I'll give you the information. I'll let you make your decisions. You know, I don't try to make decisions for you. So I like the dual overhead cabinets here just for an extra little touch of storage. Now, if what you're loading has a specific overhead clearance, it is not hard to remove these. You know, little stuff like that I call screwdriver work. If you want a different door handle, if you want to move a cabinet or remove a cabinet, that's not hard. If you want to move a wall, we got the wrong camper, my friends. Stepping up inside here, you'll notice even in the garage, all LED lighting, and I didn't even get all the lights on in here. Little TV hookup station if you choose to add a TV to this, because typically from this manufacturer we don't tend to outfit these with TVs because we found that the TV we get from the factory isn't quite up to snuff. It's a very inexpensive, cheap little electric box, you know. It's nothing quality that's made to be bounced down the road. Plus, so many people already have flat screens that it's easy for you just to toss one in here. Now, it will come with the mounting bracket, and this is cool because this is a quick release mount. So you put the TV on a mount, you can slot it in here. You can move one TV then into the living room or outside. You can have one TV service the entire camper, or you can hook up 3 screens at the same time and they all hook into the same centralized AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player. So whatever you're playing, like if you pop a movie in or something like that, or you're watching anything, it can display on all the screens at the same time. Now we've got a full privacy wall here. Now that's really nice when you fold these benches down and you utilize this as something of a bunkhouse or a second bedroom. Because that's another function of these, is that this is an extremely flexible floor plan that can do just about anything and everything you want it to. If, you know, it's just the two of you and you ride around, but occasionally a grandkid comes over, you're aces. You know what else I like about this model that I think is really important to mention that other models don't have in a smaller category like this, is at night, you don't have to sacrifice your living space to load your bikes up for security, for example. Like, let's say you have a couple, I don't know, Gold Wings or something like that, or a Harley. Well, you can load them in here, close the door, key lock it, and you can keep people from eyeballing your bikes, touching your bikes, whatever, all your cargo. It doesn't even have to be like motorized toys. It could just be kayaks, anything. This could be a kayak mover. But you still have a living room. You don't have to walk around the motorcycle to try to get to the kitchen. None of that. So we have dual entry doors. They're both friction hinged, so the wind doesn't slam them open or shut. We've got an easy tilt push button power awning. So literally 2 fingers, pull down on the awning arm and it goes eek, and it'll stay there. Now if you roll the awning up with the arm cranked, it won't break. It'll sort itself back out. You can tilt it, roll it up, bring it back out, doesn't break. That's a very cool thing about this Solera awning here. Now this table usually goes between the benches in the garage space. And it's actually, I don't know if you're noticing on the video, it's actually slightly drizzly right now. And normally, there's no way I would ever take a table like this outside. But we're looking at a Grey Wolf. And they use pressed membrane seamless thermofoil table and countertops. They're sealed edge and waterproof. So I don't care if it's a little drizzly out. It's not going to hurt this table. The worst that happens is you let it dry out, and you can always just take a towel and wipe it down. You can't screw it up. Now notice it's got this free-floating elliptical base. There's adjustable feet on that, so you can kind of make it conform to your wants and needs. Right here we have that outdoor entertainment center I was talking about. Now, I mentioned we have that backlit blue LED awning, and you can see those speakers. It doesn't look terribly impressive during the day, but at night, it makes a heck of a difference. And here's a good look at the lights up here. Now, when you roll the awning out, it's white on the bottom. So that will make that blue light glow like crazy. Like if you've ever seen a blue light on the pages of a book, it just glows. So again, you can flip the awning and it doesn't slam around, which is really nice when you have the awning out and the wind kicks up. The door won't smash the awning arms. All right, so stepping inside, well, actually here, let's talk about this. They have another one of those blue LED lights, and you can see already, like, this is sort of a sample of how it would look under your awning. Against that white ceiling, look at how much it glows. Now, it's a neat aesthetic. It is very fun to look at, but, you know, when you kick all your lights on, it doesn't, I mean, it looks neat, but it doesn't do much for you. But at night, it's the perfect night light. Like, if you can sleep 6 in here easily, because you can have 2 on the rear fold-down benches. You can put 2 here on this 7-foot fold-down U-dinette. You can have 2 in your master bed up front. And that night light right there can help everybody navigate. Now, notice, too, we've got a very good aggressive lighting package in here, and inclusive of what they call the Cherokee Super Kitchen. They've got 2 lights, 2 more LED lights under the stovetop hood that, I don't even see luxury fifth wheels have LED stovetop hood lights. Like, typically when I say something is all LED lighting inside and out, it actually is with the exception of that light. But I don't mention it because everybody has incandescent bulbs in their stovetop hood light, except these guys. They kicked it up a notch. So again, carpetless, easy cleaning living room layout here. We've got a skylight in the kitchen for some extra ambient light, which is really nice if you are dry camping or boondocking. This, by the way, is solar prep. So if you want a little solar panel to plug in the side of it, you're good there. Remember, if you want to add a TV, it can float around, it can hook up in different areas. You know, if the only thing missing out of this camper is a TV that's stopping you from buying it, you give us a call and I bet we can make that deal work. We are flexible, reasonable people. We make deals happen every single day of the week, guys. So whatever it takes, you let us know. The only thing you stand by not calling Haylett RV, you know, is the chance of losing out on a lot of money on another deal. That's it. So both sides of the dinette have these, I think they're like 42-inch deep full extension, heavy-duty plywood constructed drawers. So that if someone is sitting here, sleeping here, whatever, you don't have to take the table out and all the cushions to lift up the table base, or the dinette base, to get to your storage. The storage comes to you. That's something that I really like about these. Notice a little shoe garage here. Now, normally, in most Cherokee Grey Wolf models, the shoe garage would be located closer to the door. With this floor plan, just because of where the entertainment center is located, it got moved over here. But I'll take any storage, any open pocket anywhere as opposed to nothing. And they really didn't waste anything. This could be like a pseudo pantry here right below the entertainment center. And it would work for that purpose because it is right next to the kitchen. Now, they have a very, very good kitchen. And it is not hard to argue that they actually have a best-in-class equipped kitchen. Jeez, oh Pete's. It's too early and I need more caffeine. So I mentioned the lights. I love this bevel glass inserts on these doors. And notice that they have like the full handle pulls. It's not like two little knobs or whatever, or finger tabs. This is a real backsplash. So if you're cooking up a storm, you can actually clean that. And they've even done the extent of trimming that out. Now remember how I said that they have waterproof kitchens and tabletops? That's what this is right here. Water can't penetrate this. And this is the material you're looking at. Look how thick and heavy duty that is. With the big farmhouse sink down there. That beautiful looking radius farmhouse sink. That is just slick looking. Sprayer faucet pulls out so that when, the wife walks by, I can spray her and then I can get smacked, which naturally I would deserve at that point. But by having waterproof countertops, they could recess the sink. They could recess the stove, and that creates prep space, where otherwise you just wouldn't really have any. Now, the number one question I get in this floor plan is, why didn't they make the bed go north-south? Why did they put an east-west corner bed in this? And the answer is, remember, this is built for half-ton towing with a slide and a private garage. If they would extend, because to make the bed go north-south, you have to make the camper longer. You can't just turn the bed because it would hit the slide out. So to make the camper the extra couple feet, it would have to be longer to accommodate that. It would knock it out of that comfortably half-ton towable toy hauler segment. Because you think, well, it's only 5,900 pounds. Yeah, but you also have a couple thousand pounds of stuff you're going to put in this between toys and cargo. Even your food and all that stuff. So you have to keep that in mind. If they went extending the camper a couple extra feet and added a few extra 100 pounds of this, that would start to make it a little questionable. Right now, it's perfectly comfortable. A good thing on these, they are USB nuts in here. And as a person who's admittedly maybe a little tech addicted, I like the fact that I've got USB charger and household plugs everywhere. They've got them all over the place. They've got outlets there, USB plugs there. They're in the garage area, I think. I mean, they're everywhere. They've added some lights here that weren't here before, which I think is a nice touch. These are dual element LEDs. So once again, blue against a light surface like a book, it'll glow like crazy. You hold it and you get a nice bright white light so that you can really illuminate the area. Still have overhead storage. You have a huge side-to-side underbed storage, which is actually where I have the spare tire held right now. There are even neat little indirect LED lights down here, so that again, to be able to navigate the floor plan at night to get to the bathroom, how cool and smart is that? That's the extra detail stuff a lot of brands are missing. Oh, bathroom. Speaking of missing stuff, let's take a look at the bathroom. So this has a full private walk-through middle bath, and they have both a big counter and a big sink here. You can actually get adult hands in here. That's a classic Forest River sink. Big old sink. Also, classic Forest River oversized medicine cabinet. Sounds dumb to talk about a medicine cabinet. I talk about them all the time in Cherokees, though, because they have the biggest in their class. And name something you're going to use every single day. Big sink, medicine cabinet, they're going to be on that list. They're definitely going to be there, so Cherokee put good money toward a bigger one. As we spin around, couple things. We've got a foot flush stool here and a simple but effective shower, but it does also include both a skylight for extra light as well as a much larger whole house servicing air vent here, the bigger fan. That's why these doors are slotted, so that if you leave this fan on at night, even with the bathroom doors closed for full privacy, open the headboard windows around the bed and you'll get a nice 6-mile-an-hour breeze sucking through the trailer the whole time to make you cool and comfy. Like I said, this is different. Maybe not for everybody, but it has some really good, unique qualities you don't find pretty much elsewhere. The combination of weight, size, and price, along with the good equipment complement on this, makes it a really, really strong contender. And I'm glad that we have it back here for another year at Haylett RV. So whether it's hitches, pieces, parts, trades, financing, package deals, you need a truck, anything, everything in between, we only do everything at Haylett RV, inclusive of RV delivery. Don't care where you live. It's on wheels. We'll get it there. Remember, guys, that we live close. See, you're on the internet. To you, every dealer's the same. However, think about it. Haylett RV is located right next to the manufacturing hub of the entire RV business. I don't pay thousands of dollars of shipping. Because some people say, well, yeah, but by the time you ship it out here, there's no way you could match the price of my local dealer in Wyoming. Really? You wonder. Because they paid thousands of dollars to get it shipped out there. And here's an interesting fact. Aftermarket shipping is less per dollar than factory shipping. So I can literally park something in your driveway for less. Same camper. You know, less money. How's that bad? And think about service. We've already gone out of our way to educate you on this thing. You think we're not going to pick up the phone? Of course we're going to pick up the phone. We're going to do everything we can to take care of you, because we are Michigan's largest standalone independent RV dealer. We are built on return and referral sales. Buy it and fly it sales are not what built Haylett RV. It's not the cornerstone of our business. We get referrals from long distance customers, because if you do this job right, and we're proving that we are, people will come to see you. So think about that and give us a ring. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.